Mustard Knuckle.
Hello everybody, Mustard Knuckle back again, heading out in the T-34 85, and we'll see what we can do. It's a great tank, I have fun with it. It's not my favorite, pretty good though. We'll talk about the gameplay here, the history, and any tips that I can give you along the way. So let's get started here. I've circled all the way around the map. I'm being that guy, and yeah, it's pretty awful, I'll admit it, but it's fun, so that's what I'm doing. And if they can't figure out where I am, like that, then I'm going to take advantage of it. So I'm going to park over here and see what happens in front of me. The T-34 85, you guys, everybody knows. Oh, let's see. Maybe? No. Everybody knows the T-34, right? We've seen plenty of that. And the normal one, let's see if I can get another shot on this guy. The normal one's got that 76. Oh, somebody else got him. All right, cool. The normal one's got that 76 millimeter gun. This one they bumped it up to 85. They realized in time, especially later in the war, as the Panzers started getting a better gun, like the F2 started getting a better gun, Panther, the Tiger, all those were a problem for the T-34 and the KV-1 as far as penetration. In most cases, they couldn't do anything with them with that 76 millimeter gun. I'm going to circle around back here and see if I can find a different spot to go at these guys. I've not really looked around very much back here. I don't really want to go to the spawn. I just want to see what's available back here. Standard problem on the T-34, if you get yourself on an uphill, there is no depression on the cannon. You get -5, so if you're pointing up at all, you're not going to be able to get the barrel down to the target. So go get in a plane here, find a good hiding spot. Alright, let's see what happens. How about these gun sounds? This is the first game I played with the new gun sounds, which I know is old news now, but I was out for a while. Really cool, I think. Oh, if I could hit, I can't hit anything. So the sounds have not helped me become a better shot. There we go, that ought to do it. But they sound cool. Alright, let's see if I can get around this guy. Maybe I can get 2 kills. Let's see. Flaps. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh. Maybe? How much time do I have left? 20. Oh yeah, I got him. No problem. Flaps up. Here we go. Same thing. Oh, he's slow. There we go. Job done. Alright, uh-oh. Oh, guy on the ground gets you. So I fight 2 planes successfully, and the guy kills me from the ground. Awesome. Okay, so they started taking a look at what they could do to get a bigger gun on the, not necessarily on the T-34, but just a bigger gun on a tank in general. So the idea was, how can we fit this D5 gun, 85 millimeter, into something? And they found a couple ways to do it, but they were kind of a fixed, oh boy, there we go. It's kind of a fixed platform, casemate type deal. So they started working on a new one, and it was the T-43, I think they called it. And then it ended up being underpowered and just not as effective as they would have liked it to have been, so they canceled that as they developed the T-34 with the 85 millimeter gun on top. Now, this is more of a problem than just mounting a bigger gun. Obviously, look at the size of that turret. It's huge compared to the regular T-34 turret. So you have a massive turret, which now needs a bigger turret ring, and then you got a problem of there's no muzzle brake on these or anything. So how in the world do you absorb the shot? How do you have a turret big enough for that barrel to come back and absorb that hit? So that ended up being one of the problems first. Here we go. Oh, yes. Nice. Nice. Alright, cool. So that was a problem at the beginning, because as they were firing this, it would damage the turret ring because there's no muzzle brake. So the tank turret ring were taking the brunt of the shot, which wasn't working. I think I might be... Oh, there's an... What the... Oh my gosh. Alright, now I'm going to go see about trying to cap A. I'm totally paranoid somebody's coming up behind me, but... Oh no, wait, here, let's get this plane. We'll get in the plane, and then we'll go try to cap A if it still needs to be capped. Try to find a good hiding spot. Alright, let's see. 109.
I agree.
Well, I don't know what we're going to go after. There's no planes. Man, these guns sound awesome. So, let's see. As they came along with this 85mm gun, forget it, I'm not going to write that. They discovered that problem with the regular T-34, so they adjusted for that, and as they discovered, this probably isn't going to work. Come on. Nope. Oh, nope. Completely no. Big no. So they started that T-43 project. Like I said, that was a failure. The T-34, this ended up working out. And the cool thing was that they had a T-34. It was so reliable already with the engine, just the whole combination. The engine, the tracks, suspension, all that stuff. Now the T-43 did have better suspension. It had a better ride, but it was slower. And the T-34 was already fast. So once they added this on, it only added 2,000 pounds of weight, crazily enough. So this thing is still fast. It's 32 miles an hour with a big gun. Not a lot of armor, though. They added a little bit of armor to the front. You ended up with like 60mm on the front, I think. And then 90mm, I believe, on the front of the turret. But other than that, this thing's pretty easy to kill, especially if you get a side shot, even a front shot when you have a better gun. It's not a tough vehicle to kill. They ended up building almost 50,000 of these things, depending on what number. Some numbers say over 50,000. In a couple different variants. They moved away from this D5 gun. They went to a ZIS 5, I can't, a ZIS version of some gun they put on here. And it was a little faster as far as reloading and things like that. It just kind of made some efficiencies. That was another one of the big things with this, is they went to a 3-man turret. Oh my gosh, the game's over. Went to a 3-man turret instead of a 2-man, like the original T-34 was, which was a shortcoming. And now going to this allowed the commander to be up there, and he could see out of his hatch, and they could have much better communication and battlefield kind of awareness with the T-34-85. Later on, they made a updated version of this D5 gun, and then went so far as to put a 100mm cannon in. They only did that once. Not much going on there. But these things were in service all the way into the 80s and 90s. They were in Iraq. The Taliban was even known to have some of these. And they were continued to be used in limited quantities all the way through that time. So, T-34-85. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're not already. Good luck. Have fun. We'll see you in the next one.